Day 2. Is it 52? I think yesterday was day 251. I think so. Day 252. Yes. Read my ground up, a self-love workbook for the generational curse breaker on social media. Okay. I just think that we're on such a roll that, you know how you stop counting the days, but we still have to count the days. Okay, so let's get into today's read. You already know that we are in the sacral chakra. I will include the scripture, and let's get into it. Yesterday we were talking about, again, the intuition, empaths, narcissists. I believe it was more so geared towards, we teach people how to treat us, right? People be knowing what they're doing, you know what I'm saying? And I think yesterday we addressed how the ask comes with responsibility. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can be that person who's highly sensitive and anticipate the needs of others, but you have to have boundaries so you could say no. You know what I'm saying? Because not everything is yours, and we have to learn how to care and not carry. Sometimes we be carrying things that don't necessarily belong to us because we feel it and we think it's ours. It's not yours to carry. So anyways, let's get into today's read. Okay, at the center of toxic relationships lies the inability to say no and people pleasing. The technical term is codependency. It's like giving a loan system. No, we did this yesterday. You don't have it to share and we'll need it back, whatever it is. Empaths can anticipate the needs. Okay, yep, okay. Sounds like a great skill to acquire, but what happens when the empaths, okay. This is what we were talking about yesterday. I'm like, wait a minute, hold on, this sounds too familiar. Okay, next paragraph. It says, when we care about the self, we take care not to mistreat or be mistreated. Constantly serving others without consideration for one's well-being is reckless behavior on their part. Not only is it devaluing, we set a standard for what we'll accept from others. We teach people how to treat us by how we treat ourselves. Quite naturally, if you give someone something they didn't ask for and the person shows a lack of appreciation for it, in their defense, they never asked for it from the beginning. It's no coincidence they don't value it. The ask comes with responsibility. We go more in depth here. It says whether by their conscious or one given by you. There's a liability. Without the ask, it leaves room for disrespect and unaccountability. In scripture, there's a saying about casting your pearls before swine. Pigs have no clue what pearls are. Of course, they'll trample on them because they can't recognize the value. Empaths could benefit from making this law in their decision-making process. Pigs and pearls don't mix, period. There's something about the human makeup that gives us satisfaction from feeling needed or desired. At times, it feeds false purpose. We must be careful of this level of self-sacrifice because it leads us into the hands of narcissists. When your worth depends on being needed, the minute your presence is not required, you have lost your significance. Your self-esteem and the image you have of yourself, self-worth, could be damaged. As a means to self-validation, you'll give, even at your own expense, to evoke feelings of self-importance and worthiness. Unfortunately, narcissists feed off this insecurity and will continue to take. This pattern will affect the connection between the heart and vision. We can become bitter and scornful and view the world from a place of hurt. Here is why givers need boundaries. Takers have none. We don't want to risk the chances of contaminating the spirit of the heart. It's our projector. So, pretty much self-explanatory, but I do want to add this tidbit. We don't realize how trauma can damage our view on relationships and just connections in general. We talk about it, right? But I think that if we really understood, and this isn't just to say just be so guarded that you don't allow people into your life, but what I'm saying is that, and I continue to say this, there are levels to connections. Not everybody gets the same access. And when you work so hard to heal, you get a little more discerning with your time, a little more exclusive with your energy. You don't just give everyone all that you have. It's like, again, it ain't to say that, you know what I mean, they aren't worthy. Even in some cases, they are not. But just not to put a damper on someone else's self-worth. What I mean is, some people really don't value good things. So why would I put a good thing in your hand if you don't know how to hold it? You don't know how to carry it. Why would I give you this good thing? You understand what I'm saying? So we have to really consider, take forethought, if you will, right? Foresight, right? Foreshadow. Use that sense when you are deciding who you're allowing into your space and who you're connecting with, because again, you're going to have to heal from that. If it's trauma involved, you're going to have to heal from that. And you can only imagine how that will delay healthy connections, because you're so timid and fearful of trying again with someone new because this happened with such and such. We have to learn to let go first and foremost. But recognize that a little discernment goes a long way. Okay? So y'all already know what to do. Click the link in my bio, grab yours so we can do it together. One-on-one coaching available as well. One link, everything pops up. If you'd like to donate to the ministry, again, one link, everything pops up. Love you. Mwah.